Hey y'all, today I just really want to talk. You know, I've never been on social media and I'm just getting on social media. And I realized that maybe I'm naive. I've lived in a world where I didn't realize how deceptive things were. But I just want to talk about it's just the fact that I'm just trying to understand we got to be careful about our motives when we do things because we're doing things and we don't have pure motives. But at the end of the day, when you look at someone that's really trying to do the word, somebody that's really spending that quality time with God, trying to hear his voice and everything, you're not going to be able to deceive them. And so when we do things, we got to make sure our hearts are right. We got to make sure our motives are right. We got to make sure that at the end of the day, we realize that we're not deceiving nobody but ourselves. Because at the end of the day, listen, ain't nothing going to last but that which is real. No enlightenment will ever come if it's not real. What is you talking about, Thomas? I'm talking about little boys playing games. And it's sad. And y'all little girls fall for this stuff. And I'm just trying to figure out, I asked the question today, why are you on social media? And forgive me, y'all, because some people might confine relationships on social media. But social media is not a place, to me, to want to find a relationship. And I say that because at the end of the day, most people's profiles are lies. And then most people pump themselves up, basically, because they want to be impressive to others. But then once you get to, it's like catfishing. I heard that word, catfishing. I blow myself up, I make myself to look this certain way, but in reality, I'm not that person. Because if you can't be your true, your authentic, your genuine self, you don't even need to be doing anything because you're not going to be able to be that person for somebody else. You ain't even that person for yourself because you're deceiving yourself. And I'm sitting here, I've talked to several people, well, not talked to, but did some typing to several people and trying to get them to understand you're being deceptive. And as long as you're being deceptive, you're deceiving yourself when you're trying to deceive somebody else. We got to get a relationship with God. You're not going to find peace in someone else. Someone else isn't your problem. Someone else isn't your solution. Someone else, hey, we got to wake up. We need a relationship with God. We came from God. We came from him. He's the only one that is going to be able to fulfill us. It's like taking a fish out of the water. If you take a fish out of the water, what do you think that fish is going to do? That fish is going to die. That's the same thing with us. We came from God and we're trying to live apart from him. What do you think we're doing? We're dying spiritually because we don't want to have the one that has the power to give us everything that we need. We don't want it. And so that's why we're dying. That's why we're trying to go from relationship to relationship. That's why we're trying to find happiness. We're trying to find peace. And it's never going to happen. It can't happen because peace is in God. Truth is in God. Love is in God. Wisdom is in God. No relationship will last without God. That's why a lot of people have a problem with me because they can't deceive me. And I'm not going to go for the okie doke. And I don't desire to be around people that don't have a desire for God because I realize that it's only going to be jealousy and envy. And the most people that want to know anything about you, they're not trying to want to know something about you because they're really interested in you and your welfare and your benefit. They just want to be nosy. And that's the wrong motive. And that's why their lives are jacked up. We got to get real with ourselves. We got to stop playing these mind games that's keeping us in a bondage, keeping us in prison, because that's what it is. It's keeping us in prison. Come on, y'all. You are little girls, and I don't mean no disrespect, because it's just like what the word says. I can't give you meat right now. What God is saying, I can't give you something that's really going to make you see life the way you need to see it because you're not able to handle that right now. You still got to be on milk. But I just want you all to know this. And I just need you, especially females, wake up. Stop falling for every Dick, Tom, and Harry that says something nice to you. Work on yourself. Quit trying to be on social media trying to find dates. I'm just saying, I don't know if anybody's doing that, but I'm just letting you know. Don't do that. Work on yourself. Get your relationship right with God. Love yourself. Love yourself so you can have a standard. When you have a standard, baby, ain't nothing you're going to accept outside of royalty. Nothing. And God's going to give you that discernment. He's going to give you that peace. When the right one comes, you're going to know it. Meanwhile, you should be okay being by yourself. You should be in love with being by yourself. Because Thomas said love with being by herself. Oh, my God. As I search for wisdom with truth and knowledge and understanding, peace is all I ever get. I thank God for that peace. And that's why I'm trying to share that peace with others. Although I know everybody do not have ears to hear. I got that. And I respect that. But at the end of the day, I wish you all well. But we are going to have to wake up and stop allowing ourselves to be deceived by every Tom, Dick, and Harry that come along the way. Because they're only little boys in grown bodies. And if you fall for it, you're only a little girl in a grown body. And you're going to be deceived. And you're going to stay hurt. You're going to stay disappointed. Because you don't have any standards. Now, if this helped you in any kind of way, please subscribe. Turn on those notifications. Like. And guess what? I'll see you all next time.